أطلقت سياسة النظر شرقاً في الوقت الذي كل الدول النامية التي تريد أن تنهض تنظر إلى الدول الغربية. ما هي فلسفتك في النظر شرقاً تجاه اليابان وتجاه كوريا وتجاه الصين؟
I had visited both Europe and the Far East and the countries like Japan and Korea and China. And I noticed that the countries in the East were very dynamic. They were rebuilding and they were trying to catch up with the European countries. The European countries, on the other hand, were previously good models, but they have sort of stagnated. They have reached a certain level of development, and they felt that there was no need to be very aggressive in their development.
ما أثر سياسة التوجه شرقاً أو النظر شرقاً التي انتهجتها على الدول الغربية، لا سيما بريطانيا التي كانت تعتبر ماليزيا جزءاً من مستعمراتها السابقة؟
By looking east, we did not only want to attract investments from the Japanese and others, but we wanted to learn their work ethics. The Japanese have very good work ethics. They work very hard. They don't mind doing extra work for their company. They are very loyal to their company. They don't go on strikes. Whereas we see in Britain, the workers have formed unions and they don't care whether their companies were doing well or not. Well, that was a time when electronics has become, has created great new industries. And we find that our people can cope with manufacturing electronic components and products. So that doesn't require huge machinery or anything like that. It requires more skill, manual work. So because of that, we invited these companies involved in the production of microchips, for example, and other electronic products. But we stress that our objective is to create more jobs for our people, not so much what the country can gain from the profits. Well, an agrarian economy, it doesn't create enough jobs for people. We have quite a big number of workers and they were not employed. And they occupy too much land. For agriculture to succeed, lots of land is required, and we cannot afford to cut down all our forests in order to grow rice or even to plant rubber. But industry, on the other hand, make use of less assets that we have in terms of land. On a piece of land, we can have a huge number of industries, employ thousands of people, where in agriculture, that piece of land can only give jobs to maybe 10 or 20 people.
أنت لم تحقق النجاح بسهولة، بل واجهت كثيرا من التحديات والفشل أحيانا، لكنك كنت تنهض سريعا وتعالج المشكلات. هناك مشروعات كثيرة سببت لك مشاكل في البداية، منها مصنع الفولاذ على سبيل المثال، وأنت أشرت في مذكراتك أنه سبب لك أعظم المشكلات. ما هي أهم المشكلات التي سببها لك هذا المشروع والتي أفادتك بعد ذلك في النهوض بماليزيا؟
Well, as I said, we don't have expertise in managing big industries. But in order to develop, we have to introduce certain industries which require big capital skills in management of big industries, and also technical know-how, engineering know-how, to change farmers into workers in a steel factory is very difficult. They are not used to the discipline of the work in a huge steel industry. That is why their productivity was very low. And we need to find ways to train them, change their work ethics. Sometimes we take workers for camps where we try to teach them new values that, to succeed in life, they must work very hard, they must be very disciplined.
وأنا أدرس هذه التجربة لاحظت شيئاً، أن همتك كرئيس للحكومة وطموحك وآمالك كانت أكبر بكثير من طموح الشعب ورغباته، وكأنك تجر بشكل صعب هذا الشعب لكي ينتقل ويصبح شعباً عالي الهمة والنشاط، ولكنك كما تقول كنت تعاني بشدة.
We have a slogan called leadership by example. The leader must show the way. The leader must work hard. So I try to show people that if you work hard, you succeed. If you don't work hard, you don't succeed. You must be efficient. You must have discipline. You must have good work ethics in order to success. So leadership by example imposes a lot of burden on me to show the good example. But I think it was worthwhile if you want to achieve progress among a people whose work ethics are really not suitable for change from agriculture to industry. When you reach the top, there would be opportunities for corruption. It depends upon you. If you allow yourself to be influenced by this abuse of power, then of course you will not be successful as a leader. You may be successful for a short while, but not in the long run. So it is important that when you are leading the people, you have to maintain good values. And among the good values you must maintain is not to abuse the authority or the power given to you. Although you can take things for yourself, because of that power, you must not do it because it will reduce your reputation in the eyes of the people, and you will not be a leader for them.
قل لي بصراحة وللتاريخ، هل تعرضت لمحاولات إفساد حينما توليت السلطة في البداية وخلال سنوات رئاستك للحكومة؟
Yes, many times different people come to see me to tell me, to offer to me shares and money and things like that. I have to be very disciplined. I will have to tell myself that if I do this, I will fail. So I don't want to fail. So because of that, I rejected offers of money, of shares, of position, etc. All these things I refused. And not only did I refuse for myself, I didn't even allow my children to be influenced by this kind of thing, because sometimes they try to go through my children to get at me, giving opportunities for my children so that my children will influence me. That I stopped completely. My children cannot be involved in businesses with the government. They cannot even join the political party which I was heading at that time. They had to stay out of politics. So to lead requires a great deal of discipline and self-denial. You have to reject what is wrong and try to do what is right.
لكنك مثل كثير من المسؤولين الذين يأتون من بيئات متوسطة ومن مدن صغيرة يصبحون لهم مكانة ووضع في السلطة، يقصدهم الأقرباء، يقصدهم المعارف، يريدون منهم أن يقدموا تسهيلات. ماذا فعلت مع أقاربك، لا سيما وأن خصومك السياسيين يتهموك أيضا بأنك سمحت لأقاربك بأن يغتنوا خلال سنوات حكمك وكذلك كثير من معارفك؟
With my relative, practically none of them became rich. But a lot of other people who show ability, who have succeeded in their businesses, they were given more opportunities during my time than before. Some of these people are very, very clever, very, very good, but they meet problems with the bureaucracy. And if the bureaucracy sometimes reject them or does not give them the right service, they have a right to appeal to me. We were buying Soviet fighter planes, and he thought that he should be an agent for the sale of Soviet fighter planes. And of course he was close to me because he was related to me, and we met quite often. But when he wanted me to buy this plane, I told him that it's based on merit. If the plane is good, we buy. If the plane is not good, we don't buy. And we find that the plane is not yet completed by the Russians. And we said we cannot buy this thing because in the first place, we will not need this plane until much later. And in the end, of course, I rejected his appeal for me to buy the plane, which will give him a big profit. And because of that, he was very angry with me. Until now, he doesn't speak with me at all. He has written a book against me. This is my nephew, the son of my sister. But I cannot help him if something that he wants is something that the government doesn't need.